Hey, it's Midnight in the Bay podcast. I'm your favorite white straight male cuck, aka the White Devil, aka Alex Woody. Hey, I'm your fifth favorite Woody if you're a guy, and if you're a wife, I hope I'm your first favorite Woody. Boner. I'm glad to be back here at the bar. Uh, like it, I don't know what it is, if it's the bald head or the swastika tattoo I have on the back of my head, but everyone cleared out, and it's nice to have the place to myself. You know what I mean? Where the fuck did Juan the waiter go? You know, anyone see Juan? Want some chips, Juan? Service is a little bad here, but glad to be broadcasting straight to you. Happy Monday. Is that a thing? Is that really a thing? People say Happy Monday to you. Think about the words, guy. Let's just say Bad Monday. Hey, shit Monday, right? That's really what it is. They should be changing that along with the statues and everything and the funding. And I got it, Cindy. But let's also change the Happy Monday slogan and make that illegal too, because that's bullshit. That's not real. That's like saying witches are real. Well, they are, but got some good sleep last night. I took some sedatives, beer and pizza, depression, natural. Thanks, Mom. I love that they didn't know that drugs while being pregnant was bad in the 80s. Right on, Mom. Thank you guys for coming out to the shows. Had a guy while I was on stage admit that he was bad in the bedroom in front of his family. Love comedy, love the crowd work. Let's have a listen to it, okay? Oh yeah. Hey, that means the Bluetooth speaker is connected, and that also means this is a shitty run podcast because I'm using the Bluetooth speaker. But we're having fun and we're proving Dad wrong. Let's have a listen to my set Saturday night, doing some crowd work.
Recognize me. Just please don't look at my eyes. It's a lot of pressure, especially with the pandemic weight gain. Anyone else struggling in the bedroom? Oh my, I saw some hands. This guy, I've never gotten that before. No one's ever like proud, yeah, I fucking premature early. Yep. No one ever like, yeah, I'm stuck. Yeah. Touche, sir. I'm sorry about that. I called you out. I'm sure you're great. We won't go into details because the whole family's there, and I don't want you to have to ask a bunch of questions in the car. I don't want it to be awkward, especially if Michael Jackson comes on the radio.
You hear all the loud noise? That's outdoor comedy. You just gotta block that out. I remember the first time I did an outdoor show, the cars and everything was too much of a distraction. I couldn't even get words out. I'm like, you guys hear the noise of that? And they're like, yeah, move on with the jokes. I'm like, you hear that? Sounds like my mom's clitoris. So like, come on, move. What are you doing? My mom's yelling, hey, don't say that in front of people. It was bad, but I'm happy that I'm used to it. This guy, you heard him, he raised his hand. But see, what I did a little trickery. I asked a little question before. I said, has anyone gained weight from the pandemic? And then I went right into and struggling in the bedroom. And the guy said, oh, I was raising my hand for the pandemic weight. And I think I could have got hard in him. Said, sure, guy. Yeah, right. Yeah, me too. But I just go like, sorry. I'm like just a little asshole fucking puss. Sorry. You know what I mean? And didn't get it, but did enjoy the show. And after the show, someone came up to me and they say, you know who you remind me of, who you look like? And I'm like, who? And they go, Tom Segura. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm glad you said that and not Harvey Weinstein. A little change of pace. I like that. Also, someone came up to me, two people came up to me, and they said that I had a beautiful voice, great voice, raspy. They're both deaf. So I don't know if it's a compliment Don't know if they got that from my body language, but hey, I'll take it. You know what I mean? A blind woman says you got a nice cock, just take it. You know what I mean? I kind of upset because I had a bit that went well, fat on stage, and of course I didn't have my camera. What is that? Everything you film, for the most part, is dog shit because the shit you miss, you never get. Whoa, what just came out of my mouth? I'm so high. I'm like that. Sentences are tough right now. Oakland A's, they sponsor this podcast. They don't really. I don't want to get sued, but what was I talking about? Oh, just I need to film my jeez, this is California, the weed. Dude, New York people, you smoke people out with California weed in any other state, any other country, and they're like, you know what I mean? They're like, help me, I can't move, you know? So give me a break, guy. All right, grandma, I'm trying my best. I just need to film my sets. I'm blanking. I thought I was having a stroke there for a second. Um, I just need to film my sets like I'm like a porn star. I need to get everything on camera when I have my mouth open, you know? So I just had this fucking joke that went well, and I just have a feeling it's never gonna go this well again. It's always like that. You tell a joke perfectly, and then you're always trying to capture it again, and it's never the same. Sometimes, and then it is, and then maybe I'll get it on film. But anyways, I'm gonna start recording, being smart, right, guy? That's what we're doing. We're being smart. We look dumb, but we're proving people wrong. You know how many times someone says, "Yeah, the Alex Woody, you know, he's more than what he looks like." I'm like, what's that mean? You know what I mean? I'll take that as a compliment. You ever get one of those? You like don't know if it's a compliment or not. You're like, yeah, I guess. All right. Um, what was funny though from the show the other night was I had a couple over the weekend, and there was one where this female comedian, and comedians do this, invited some people out, right? I had some guests come out, and she has this guy come out, and they're like hugging, and he's hugging like hard. He's like, like, and kind of moving the hips. That's when you know someone wants to take it to the next level, and they move their hips a little bit when they hug you. Ladies, if you're not into the guy, get out of there. If he starts to move his hips, hand goes to the lower back, get out of there. If you don't want it. If you do though, that's your clue. All right. So he's doing all that, and you could tell he doesn't want to go, you know what I mean? But she's like, bye. And he's walking away, and he's like kicking rocks. You know, anyone that kicks rocks are fucking pissed, right? He's kicking little pebbles and shit. He misses one. You ever miss one? He's like, all right. And one of the guys from the show goes, hey man, thanks for coming out. Where'd you come from? And he goes, Stockton. That's like almost 2 hours away. You know what I mean? This guy, just from that answer and him walking in the car, and the person that invited him was like, but that guy, I'm looking at him, right? He's driving home pissed, blue balls. He thought he was gonna get some. You know what I mean? That's the worst. I remember when I was single, and you get so full of yourself, like, oh, the way she talked to me, I'm for sure gonna get some. Oh yeah. And then you go on a date and you spend money you shouldn't have, and mom's texting you, hey, did you use my credit card? I see someone did. And nothing happens. Good night. Good night. And you can't say anything to the chick. You can't be like, that's it. You're just gonna hold your pride in, right? The worst. One time I hooked up with a lesbian. I didn't know she was a lesbian, and she didn't know she was a lesbian. I didn't find out till 10 years later when I was on Facebook, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. Unbelievable. That's just the dating. That's the shit I don't miss. I know my wife's not a lesbian. She told me she didn't like it. I'm for the most part free. Other than when The Rock comes on TV, it's like, okay, well, hey, cool, dude, put the biceps away though. The wife is getting the upholstery damp, you know. By the way, I love the tea. That was my fucking what's the oh come on guy. That was my impression of England. British. There we go. I really do think maybe I'm fucking getting dementia. I can't even talk today, but it's fucking Monday. I feel like after Monday, you're like, let's go. Friday, dopamine. I don't even need to take any drugs on a Friday. I'm just like, yeah, let's fucking boogie, boogie, boogie. And I say that boogie. And you ever danced and you had someone dance with you? That's fun. Like, wow, I just started a dance revolution right there. I know, I'm really stupid. But if you came to this podcast to learn, you're stupid. Sorry, Grandma. Feel bad for the guy driving home to Stockton. RIP. Hope your balls didn't explode. Been there. And still happens with the wife, except it just ends in an argument because you can't say something when you're married. You know what I mean? What's wrong? Well, you didn't, suck it or flick it or pinch it, or is that how you think about? No, I like eating and doing drugs. Ah, yeah. So it never ends, fellas. It's like being married. You're just like, you could say whatever, kind of, for the most part, But when you're dating a chick, you can't really say how you feel. People with bald heads, you don't think it itches? Woo wee, got a little itch going there. It's tax day, California residents. Did you pay your taxes? You got to get your taxes in because Governor Gavin Newsom said his summer Italian vacation is not going to pay for itself. So, you guys want him recalled? They're supposed to have a recall election in the fall. And, I want him out. Not because the way he handled the COVID situation horribly, worst ever, but for the fact that he is extremely good looking. Remember when 2020, the pandemic started, he'd go on TV. My wife one day, who's that? She's like fixing herself. Who is that? I'm like, Jesus, he's not in the room. It's Gavin Newsom, our governor. Oh, so many people don't pay attention to politics. Who's that? A president? Oh, he's a governor? Like, that's their way of saying he's good looking for a governor. I'm just sitting there, just fat, just chips. Yeah. I haven't seen my dick for 5 months. Yeah. Yeah. He's slim, fit, hair slicked back, looks like Bruce Wayne's cousin that went to Arizona State, does blow still on the weekends, fucking hangs out with the last members of Motley Crue, has stories about the 90s and the earthquakes and all that. This guy's got it all, other than brains and how to do politics. He's got it all, And the wife, she doesn't even watch politics. She'd sit down. Oh, let's see what he has to say. You don't give a shit. When did you start giving a shit? I'm just sitting there jealous, just like, God damn it. This is what I gotta do. I gotta start working out now. I gotta look like this guy. It's funny. I gained weight during the pandemic and kept a year-long journal of workouts. How does that make sense? I had a journal for a whole year of the different workouts I did and still gained weight. Why? Why do we do this stuff? Gavin Newsom was on TV. Back to that. Gavin Newsom was on TV like every night. So every night I had to sit there and look at my wife. Go, oh my God, this is. And I'd catch her looking over like, really? Why? Why am I with? Eesh. My wife got that from me when I was watching the women's golf tournament the other day. Why are you watching women's golf? I thought you hated all women's sports. Oh, get Newsom out. You're making every husband's wife wet and every husband jealous and dry. Let's have a sip of the old tea there. Should I try another British accent? Black tea, England, Johnny Depp. I should just quit comedy and fucking try to act and shit. You know you're done when you got a happy birthday cup. Look at that. Oh, happy birthday. That's the best part about getting older. Is it goes from really cool shoes and football jerseys and money to birthday cups and pictures of your family and gift cards to Subway, even though you say you have a weight problem because of Subway. I definitely don't miss the childhood gifts. Oh, what was that? Oh, you got me a PlayStation, a trip to Cabo, and a new car? Oh, cool. What is it? You get older and then the gifts get shitty. I don't deserve them anymore. I don't deserve fun gifts. I don't get it. Mom stopped. Mom's trying to wean me off of gifts. I'm like, yeah, you're not weaning me off. You know what? Weaning me off of gifts is when you die. Okay? I'm planning on buying my son gifts till he dies. Maybe. I mean, hopefully I can. Minimum wage worker. Yeesh. Make the gifts better. That's another law they need to change. If I was governor of California, I'd make it mandatory that all wives and parents of spouses, and vice versa, husbands, have to buy gifts. And if you don't have parents, sorry, you had them, and that's it. Get a spouse. God, I'm an asshole. By the way, someone got me this shirt from work. He got me a hat. A baseball hat. He got me the baseball shirt. You want something from me? Well, I don't do that. And you see my face, this isn't attracting. That's me giving a blowjob. No one wants to see that. No wonder my wife always closes her eyes when I go down on her. Oh, play ball. Don't play ball if you're married. Not funny. My balls are mad at me for saying that. This guy, coworker, nice guy, older guy. We talk sports. He's just been buying me stuff. And like, all right, guy, like I get it. You want me to bang the wife? You want me to take pictures? I get it, but now you have put a burden on me. Because you guys know this. Anytime you buy something for someone or someone buys something, God, I'm really dyslexic. The weed really brings it out. Marijuana. If you're dyslexic, it'll bring it out even more. This guy, he knows I'm married. Okay. He has put this burden on me that now I have to. Here we are. I finally caught it. I told you it's been a wacky Monday mentally. Mental health is an issue, apparently. He has put the burden on me that now I have to buy him something. Okay. Because when someone gets you something a couple times, it's like, fuck, I can't get him nothing. What if he buys me a sweatshirt next? I will be covering my butthole. I'm a little nervous if he buys me a sweatshirt. But basically, his reasoning for buying me the Oakland A's stuff, baseball stuff, he doesn't want to see me wearing the football stuff I have because it's not football season. So now he's buying stuff. You know what I mean? I'm like, what else do you not like? Do you not like beat up cars? I'll go beat the shit out of my car so I can get a new one. You know, what else do you not like? What if this guy sees my wife? I don't like your earlobes, and he just gets me a new wife. Store her for me. I'll be by every other weekend. um, this guy though, he's just. It's a nice gesture. I'm just like, don't have the money to buy people shit, you know? And now I got to be poor and tell them that. But at least I'm not as poor as one of the guys at my job. This is not a good sign when you have a newly hired person ask you for money. Hey, can I borrow $5? Been working here 2 days. Jesus, dude. He asked me for $5 and I asked him for $5. I was like, I don't have it. Can you get me some? You know? I guess I'm better off as that guy. I can't be buying gifts. Come on, guy. I'm selfish. I don't buy gifts for people. Just ask my wife. I was driving over here to the studio / bar. That's what I call the bar here. Which I hear police sirens. I don't know if they're coming here to arrest me because I kicked everyone out or what. But and still waiting for Juan, the waiter, to come around here. Who the fuck is he? I'm thirsty. I want a virgin daiquiri. Driving over here, I saw someone driving fast in and out of the lanes. Boom, 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 boom. Fucking looks like Mario Andretti in 1995 in Hiroshimaville. And I'm thinking, that guy's getting drugs. Because the only people that drive and weave out in and out of cars and go in the far ones in the fucking debris lanes. This guy was in the debris lane, picking up every nail, every fucking leaf, just pissing people off. I saw so many fingers. It's like a chain reaction to all the cars. This guy, he's on his way to buy drugs, or he has to take a big shit. I've driven crazy and taken a big shit. I almost hit a cop because I had to take a shit. But luckily, he was already talking to someone in a car. He's writing someone a ticket or talking to someone about to write him a ticket. And I almost hit his fucking motorcycle because I got to get to the exit to take a shit. And I just saw the cop go, what the fuck? And I'm like, he's radioing his buddy. I'm fucked. The car smells like weed, allegedly. Nobody. Felt like the one time I jerked off in a church parking lot with him. No one saw that? Okay. Nobody. Okay. And I went to a fast food restaurant and couldn't open the door because fast food restaurants, maybe now they're open, at the time wasn't. So you ever call a friend and go, hey man, can't talk, don't want to catch up, just need a shit. You need a friend like that. I have a guy, pretty much in every city in the Bay Area, if I need to take a shit, I'm calling them. Because guess what? I'd rather shit in some friend's house than some gas station bathroom. This floor is all sticky. I went to a bathroom the other day, there was piss all in front of the toilet. I was like, who runs this bathroom? And my son goes, Mom, your wife, this is our bathroom. Horrible kids, they piss all over the place and you tell them not to do it and they still do it. And I just want to yank him by the throat, but you can't do that anymore because it's 1950s and they take your kid away. What is this? A fugazi? You used to get killed over fake diamonds. Remember mafia movies? Come on, guy. I know that wasn't a real diamond. It looked like a fugazi. Guess what? Fugazis, they're in. They're making fake diamonds. I'm like, yeah, they've had fake diamonds. All us cheap guys, we always buy them for the chicks and say they're real. This one chick, I bought her a necklace. I was like, please stay with me. She chucked in the pool. Like she knew that shit was fake. You know, I don't blame her. I still dove in there and tried to use it on a 38-year-old. It worked. Single guys, if you're having issues finding a chick, just go for an older one. Hey, that goes for females trying to find a guy too. Go after an older, desperate one. They'll take any type of jewelry, any type of gift. You can put a a shit in a bag and I'll take it. Oh my God, no one's giving me attention in like 20 years since high school. Well, here you go, hon. You know? Fake diamonds. And like some poor guys came up with this. Oh yeah, let's try to push fake diamonds. Yeah, that doesn't work. Not gonna work. All right. Women like to see the blood on the diamond. They like to see the children's fingerprints, you know? No, there's nothing like the real thing. It's a shame what happens with people trying to get diamonds and what's it do to um, the earth. Fuck the kids. Who cares about the kids? What it does to the earth. You know, it's ruining the earth. And women don't care. They're like, I want the real stuff. Stop it. Stop with the sob story. It's not a Lifetime movie. God, I wish I could have gotten a cheaper ring. Let me tell you. Still paying it off. Coles. But you can't pass off a real with a fake, as we all know. And it's just not the same. I mean, they try to do that with sex dolls. Oh, have a sex doll. Stop dating. Fuck this. Fuck something plastic compared to something real. Oh yeah, that's really gonna work. They try to do it with the weed. Oh yeah, try this weed. Wow, I feel like I'm on crack. Feels nothing like weed. Nice try. The fake diamond thing's not gonna work. If you got money in it, I'm no investor. I'd take the money out. Fake diamonds? It's like some some dad that cuts out coupons and watches every penny is trying to push this. You know, it's just a group of dads. Like, remember Reddit? There's a group that made the GameStop stock go flying up. Whatever happened to that? Yeah, it's a group of dads, cheapskate dads, going, "Oh yeah, let's push the fake diamond thing. It's gonna save you on all the wedding anniversaries." Unfortunately, women aren't going for that. Unfortunately, maybe if they come out with a fake diamond that, when you look at it straight in, it changes your brain chemistry, and it just makes you fall in love with it. Maybe have like an odor shootout, like, oh my God, yeah, wow, babe, thanks for getting this for me. It's like a $20 thing. Oh yeah, thanks. I love too, on this fake diamond podcast I listened to episode, they're like, oh yeah, it's like 100 times cheaper than a real diamond. Yeah, it's fake. Hey, guess what? A fake car is cheaper than a real car. Huh. I will say fake tits are more expensive than real tits. But other than that, there's a senator that's accused of sex trafficking, a minor, sex trafficking a minor, full sentence. And when he was asked if he paid to have sex with a minor, he said no. And then he had to get this in there. And I've never had to pay for sex ever. I'm like, that is not true at all. First of all, you're a senator. Every senator has paid for sex. Second off, anyone that has to go out of their way and say and add that has paid for sex. They're just ashamed. You know what I mean? Anyone that brags, I've never done that, they've done it. You know what I mean? You ever been with a group of buddies, you're talking and, you know, you're talking about sex and the gay stuff comes up and someone just out of the blue goes, I've never sucked a cock. That guy sucked a cock. He's just ashamed and he's insecure that you guys can tell that he has, but no one has. And he's just saying it to clarify it, but now people know because he just came out of the blue with it. Don't know anything about this. Wasn't me. My wife got mad at me last night because I didn't stay up for her. Does that ever happen to you? I gotta start my period soon. Can you stay up? Can we do something later? Make sure you stay up. The day goes by. Her idea to get pizza. Her idea to buy you a beer. Oh yeah, I'll stay up. Never with that combo. Have you ever had beer and pizza? It's like taking a couple Xanny bars. It's like taking medication that someone gave you for sleep. People say, I ran out of melatonin. Go to 7-Eleven, get some pizza and beer. That'll put you out. I had a buddy tell me, oh my God, I'm going to go through withdrawals. I haven't taken Xanax for like a week. I'm losing it. I'm like, have you had pizza and beer? No. Oh, you're a fucking moron. Go down there. I'm struggling, folks. I can't enjoy pizza and beer and stay up. So now I got to be a weirdo and not have any of that. And just, yeah, I got to drink a Red Bull at 9 o'clock. Okay, I'm ready. I'm like, that's like porn star stuff. Hey, I'm hard. Stop being married because you got to wait for the kid to go to sleep. You know, TMI. I know, TMI. You always tell too much. Oh, you know, that's what you're here for. If you're still listening, you know, you're still listening. You're here for the ride. Unbelievable though, just relationships and just I gotta get in shape so I can have this for the death, because if I was in shape and took down some beer and pizzas, what do you think the Rock eats? What do you think Michael Phelps, the Olympic swimmer? Come on, these guys are slamming this stuff down and still out there. Hey, you ever see a penis up close? They're still doing their thing. So gotta get in shape for sex. I don't know about you guys. Just like that guy in the clip. You guys are happy this isn't live. No one's gonna admit that they're bad at anything live. Just personal. You know what I mean? I'm unusual because I'll share whatever. People probably listen to this are like, this guy, he shares way too much. He's funny, but oh my God. But whatever. I got nothing to lose. Except a marriage and kid and family. Career. Apparently anyone can start a sport. Did you see spike ball on ESPN over the weekend? The fuck is spike ball? I felt like I was watching some frat guys on a beach drinking beer, throwing a ball down a fucking hoop. It's a hoop, and there's 4 guys around it, and they're hitting it off of there, and they're like hitting the ball up, and he's putting it down in the hole, and it's a point. How is this a sport? There's no running. There's no like, I don't, isn't that a game? What's the difference between a sport and a game? Now I feel like I'm gonna have a brain aneurysm. Just like the other day, I had an empty plastic Starbucks cup. I put a eaten apple, an apple core in the cup, and I got to the trash cans, and I was like, which one does it go in? My brain almost exploded. I couldn't figure it out. I just put it in one and felt guilty. My wife told me the other day that she wanted me to erect a pole out in front of our place. I go, I think you can get arrested for that nowadays. Let's just say the flag flew half mast all day. She was like, why isn't it up all the way? And like, because I'm cold and embarrassed. Things we do for our wives, right? Are we vaccinated? Are we fully vaxxed? I got the first shot, and now I'm terrified of the second. Have you had this trauma yet? Everyone I talk to, oh, be careful with the second shot. You better load up on Gatorade and water and take a bunch of Tylenol because you're gonna feel like death. I just needed you to say if it was good or not. I mean? People have been freaking out on me. And maybe it's one of those things like they have survived it, so they don't care how you feel, and they feel like they have the privilege of saying they've survived this horrible thing. But guess what? This doesn't happen to everyone. My grandma, 94, She laughed at the vaccine. She's been through 5 wars, 3 epidemics, weight loss. I mean, she's just been through a lot. I'm her grandson. She's been through a lot. So I don't know what to expect, but I am going to move my second shot a couple dates later because I have shows and now I'm fucking petrified that I'm going to be lifeless after it. And I just don't want to fuck up any gigs. You know what I mean? I'm trying to prove myself, whatever that means, trying to do well. Basically, don't smoke or drink too much before I go on and I'll be fine. That's basically what I tell myself before a gig. I don't go over anything. I just go, are we conscious? Are we good? That's why I'm glad I did this today because I have a gig at 7:30. I almost forgot. And I'm going to be a little warmed up because you saw some of those brain farts right there. That can happen on stage. You know, that feels like death. That happens, you're looking at bridges after, you're looking at tall buildings. I wonder what that'd be like jumping off. It's a bad feeling. No wonder people quit at comedy. They're like, eesh, this feels horrible. But I love feeling horrible. Ex-drug addict, I used to steal shit, lie to the family. I used to give gift cards to family members that had nothing on them. They'd be like, oh my God, thank you for the gift card. You're so sweet. And a couple of weeks later, they call me and be like, hey, there's a problem with the gift card. It's not working. Oh my gosh. Well, I paid for it. Just keep trying it. Horrible. So I'm, X that. And I don't know where I was going with that. I was just bragging about how horrible a person I used to be. Still slightly horrible, but not as horrible. But basically, I got to get all this out so the brain farts can shoot out of me, and I got to get the neutrons going. People say, look at the camera, and I always look at myself because I'm so sexy. By the way, you're going to be blown away. There is a sponsor for this podcast. It is called Silver Tongue Audio. Silver Tongue Audio is a website you can go to. Let me see. It's you go to Silver Tongue. Oh God, where is it? silvertongueaudio.org. That's where you go. I couldn't figure it out. I told you I'm losing it today. silvertongueaudio.org. There's a bunch of free podcasts. Mine, all right there, free to download. What's free nowadays? Nothing. There's also another one called Dazed and Disturbed. It's a fun podcast. Dark subjects with a little light shine on them, a little fun, goofy, Mary Jane and induced fun. So go check that out. And also the NPC podcast, the non-player character podcast. It's a video game podcast. It's fun. It's entertaining. Something you can listen to while you play video games. A little double action, baby. So go check that out. silvertongueaudio.org. Guys, did you know it's Masturbation Month? I had no clue. I was like, big supporter. Okay, small supporter, but yeah. News in 2021, different priorities. We're not talking about child labor, suffering, murders. No, hold on, hang on. It's Masturbation Month. Make sure you're aware. All right. I read, in honor of Masturbation Month, I read an article. Apparently, this is real. I'm not even joking. Apparently, there's a woman that owns a company in Spain. God, I love the Spaniards. Where she is introducing masturbation breaks at work. Yes. No more crying in the stall because you feel shame for masturbating silently. None of that. No more shame. This is what she wants. She wants a functioning work space. So she's setting up, no joke, you can look this up, masturbation stations. Okay? So you're just going to be sitting there, hey, Bobby, hey, how you doing? Linda, like the dress. Hey, baby. Hey, Larry, I got those tickets. Yeah. We'll get them. Okay. I'm wrapping up here. Yeah, I'll be done soon. All right. Oh, wait, hang on. Grandma's calling. Hey, Grandma, what's going on? I wouldn't be at the station. I'd take it more private, but at least you can let people know, this lady, she's paving the way. She's the new Mother Teresa. She's the new Applebee's. She's the new governor, hopefully, of California. This is a leader right here. This is someone Elon Musk needs to work with. This is someone that needs to save the world, save pollution. This person needs to be in charge, this lady. I should have her name, but I was so blown away by the news. I ran around the block and forgot about the article where it was. I was just shouting, hey, I'm applying for a new job. My wife is a little concerned because I quit my job, applied for this Spain job. Don't know if I'm going to get it. That's incredibly true. But yeah, Spain companies, I mean, you got the nap, siestas, they do 2-hour naps there. Hey, when you're done with lunch, you can take a nap. I'm like, what is this, a minimum wage job? You know what I mean? I already do that, so it's not a big deal, but good paying jobs, nap time. They also have holidays. Their holidays, it's like 2 months. Hey, take the summer off. People take summers off there. Here, it's like 2 weeks if you're lucky, if you've been with the company 10 years, So Spain is where it's at to work, apparently. Masturbation stations, masturbation breaks. Here's my question. How many do you get? Right? And what would be the other question? Oh, can I play video games afterwards? That's crucial. Just kind of bring you back a little bit. Oh my gosh, unbelievable. The world is crazy. I'm crazy. You guys are crazy for listening, but I appreciate it. Thank you guys for checking out the podcast. You guys can catch me at the shows that I'm gonna put in the info this week. You can check me out on Instagram _AlexWittyComedy. I'm going to be posting my upcoming shows there. I do skits. I show my nipples. I brag about my wife. I do a lot on there. So that's cool. And I'm on TikTok, but I don't know if I'm still on there because I think they flagged me for having Woody in my name. They're like, that's a boner. You can't have that. You're gross. You're banned. Horrible. But guys, I appreciate you listening. And yeah. Should I end with a song? Aha ba doobie, a oh biddy ba, a boop beep ba da doop be da ba boo ah. You ain't a dad unless you sing instruments like a dork. Adios.